Hello fam, welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you are new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. And come visit me on TikTok and Insta because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to my oldies but goodies. You guys know how much we love setting powders here. Although this is supposed to be a finishing powder, but we're gonna treat it as a setting powder. So Milani just released this Conceal and Perfect blurred out powder that they were kind enough to send me via PR. So I'm excited. I got a couple of requests to review this because you guys know how much we love and we're obsessed with powders up in here. And the drugstore, I just need more options with the drugstore, you know? Before we get started, let me give you some info about this bad boy. The new Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Powder retails for $12.99. It comes in one shade, translucent. This is a universally flattering, finely milled finishing powder designed to create a flawless veil on the skin to blur imperfection. This is formulated without talc, made in Italy. It's transparent, universal shade designed to flatter all skin tones. This is a luminous, matte, soft focus, filter-like powder. It helps absorb oils with a unique blend of powders. It is available at Ulta. Okay, now that we have all that info, you guys, my face is done. I'm looking like a glowy goddess, I feel like. Hold on, let me fix this really quick. And actually, let me tell you what I have on the skin so we can start this process. I started off with the Cali Ray Soul Blown Clean Blurring Primer to prime the skin. I added it all over and I let it sit for about 3 to 4 minutes so it can really absorb into the skin. And you guys, I'm going in with the Revlon Illuminant Skin Caring Foundation. I finally found my shade. I am in the shade Hazel 405. I added this all over the skin with my fingers and then I blended it out with a brush so we can see how beautiful. You guys, this shade is perfection. And I went in with my LA Girl color corrector to color correct these under eyes because I do have darkness. Yellow will color correct purples and blues, which is what I have. Then I concealed with the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Smoothing Concealer. I am in the shade Butter Croissant. Added that all over the face and under eyes. Then I'm cream bronzering with the Makeup by Mario Soft Focus Transforming Skin Enhancer in the shade Medium. I forget how bomb this thing is. And then I went in with the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in the shade Hope. Blended all that out. Guys, I love how the skin is. I am realizing that we are very glowy and I have oily skin. This is not a matte powder. It's a blurring powder and it's a finishing powder. So let's see. Oh look, it has this little bowl thing. Who had this? I recently reviewed a powder that had the little bowl and it looks like this. Ooh, this is cute. Okay, so I had to take this little thing out and there's a powder. And you kind of just do this motion. I absolutely love setting powders because setting powders really make or break your makeup. You can have an average concealer, foundation, cream, bronzer, blush, but if you have a good setting powder, it will blur everything. It does color correct. It just does magic, and I love setting powder. Ow! Ow! Puta! I just hit my knee. Okay, so let's put some on this cap and see how it looks. How big is this? It looks kind of small. This is in the shade Translucent and it comes in a 0.17 ounce container. That's pretty small. Oh wow, it's not as finely milled, but it has a nice color. Look. See that? This is how it looks. Don't mind my dirty desk. You see that shade? And let's look at it. Usually like powder will really stick on, but you see? It's also not as finely milled as I would like it to be. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. I'm getting rid of all my creases and I made sure not to put any eyeshadow on because a good setting powder slash finishing powder will set to the eye area perfect along with the skin. By the way, the difference of a finishing powder and a setting powder, a finishing powder typically finishes your makeup. It doesn't really set and blur like a setting powder would. A setting powder usually is a little bit on the matte side. This actually looks like a setting powder. It doesn't have any reflective, any glow particles. Looks like more of a setting powder than a finishing powder in my opinion, but let's see. Okay, I'm gonna get my powder puff. I usually like to set the skin with the puff. Oh, you can see. You see how it's laying on my puff? The puff sort of absorbs it and that gives you a good idea of like how finely milled it is. And then I'm gonna set one side first. I'm gonna look straight ahead, then look up, back down, and then I'm gonna also set my eye area, my lid, so we make sure we don't have that texture that setting powders could give. And then I'm gonna set this side. Wow, this thing looks blurry. Oh my god, I have powder on my lashes. Looking at it right now, it's very blurry. Yeah, this before and after. It's mattifying. I feel like it's acting more as a foundation powder. Hold on, let me get another puff. These puffs, okay, I'm gonna get a little more. I don't know if it's like patching onto spots. Well, let me see. It looks good. It's matte. Let's look up. Ugh. It's setting the under eyes nicely, but I don't know. Something is not right. Hold on. It kind of lifts the makeup. Yeah. You see that area there? Let me look up so you can see. I feel like it's lifting a little bit of my concealer. Let me add a little more concealer to the other side and see if it's gonna lift. Sometimes lifting can happen when your concealer or your base products are too wet. That can happen with any product. We had this sitting for a while. Let me add a little more and just so we can see. I don't know. I like it, but it's just weird. It's not weird, but I feel like it's more of a foundation powder. We're gonna get the powder puff. We're gonna use the white powder puff, right? We're gonna even this out. Make sure we get rid of all the creases. Tap the lid, and then tap the rest of the face. And I'm doing tapping motion so I make sure that the makeup underneath, so the cream products don't move around. Okay, this side I think is a little bit better. Just because I feel like we know what we're working with. Let's see. How does the skin feel? Oh, it feels dry. Oh yeah. See, I don't know if you can see like these spots here. There's a spot there. Like my forehead, I don't know if it's just not grabbing. You see how like there's that spot? And then here it looks spotty. Actually, let me get like a brush that doesn't have anything in it, and let's just blend this out. Feels like it's grabbing onto patches of wet parts. Oh, you see right there. That doesn't really happen, especially because I let all the products sit for at least 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Let me tell you the time. It is currently 8 a.m. So I just forgot. I want to show you my lid. Oh, you see right there. That doesn't really happen, especially because I let all the products sit for at least 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. That's a good sign. But I feel like maybe it took a little bit of coverage. I'm gonna finish up the face, speed it up, and then I'll back.
Life is a marathon, a journey that we're always on. To the floor, hit the road, see everything under the sun. Whoa. Keep on running, pick up the pace, won't come naturally. Gotta keep on running, hard work pays eventually. Keep up the pace, take a moment to cool down, then get back on your feet.
All right, fam. We are not having a successful makeup day today. Remember I told you that it looked like it was patching up and it was grabbing onto spots, you guys? Mind you, before I even start, all the products I used, I know, love, work very well. So this should have been a good makeup day, but look, you see these patches of bronzer? Like, it's the powder, like nothing is sitting on top of this powder well. Even the foundation I use, you guys know how good this foundation is. And look, my skin just looks rough. There's these patches here. I don't know what that is. Like blush just looks like it patched, like it just patched on instead of buffed out like something like this would look. That's what I look for when I'm finishing up my face and everything. You see, like, girl. The only thing I could chalk it up to, my lids look decent. Under eyes look good too. The only thing I could chalk it up to is maybe because it's a finishing powder. It doesn't feel like a setting powder. I will say that, you know, it feels a little bit rough. If I recall correctly, that's how my Estee Lauder finishing powder feels. This one, oh yeah, this is the little bowl I was talking about. It looks very similar. Yeah, texture is the same. The thing about the Estee Lauder one though, it has this glow to it. That's expected, but it went on the skin a lot smoother than this one. This one, I find that it just kind of stops and like it sticks onto a spot. Whether it's a setting powder or a finishing powder, it should all work out well. Skin should not look super rough. We shouldn't have patches regardless. See if we have flashback. I don't think we will, but at this point, who knows what's happening? Let's see. We don't have flashback, so that's a good thing. But the picture shows the roughness on the skin. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. I'll zoom in on the picture. But you guys know, sometimes with skin warmth and body warmth, things just get better. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. Let's go in front of the window. Oh yeah, the window will show you the truth. Oh, by the way, my lip combo is this one right here. Love it so much. I'll link it down below. Okay, you guys, moment of truth. Oh, you see that? You see how just it doesn't look smooth? I feel like the under eyes, it darkened and up. And look, you can see that darkness coming through. You see these patches? Like right here? This cheek was the one that I was like, whoa. Yeah, I mean, maybe because we have oily skin, you know, oils do come through sometimes. From far, it looks good. Just don't get too close. Okay, bye. Oh wait, I need the light. When nighttime comes, I need all the lighting possible. It is 8:15. We've had this powder on all day long, but of course, you know, I got you with some daylight footage at around, it was close to 4 o'clock. And like I suspected, the skin looks better. Warmth of the skin, my oils were kind of coming through and it mixed in well. The sides of my cheeks are still looking patchy how we started off. That was something I didn't like, but something I did like was my skin looked pretty blurred here. I didn't see any texture, again, because everything was warmed up. Looking here, far away, we look good, right? We don't have oils coming through. Skin looks nice. You get closer, you see my pores, right? You see that texture, that the patches. See this right here? It feels still, especially around, well, around this side of the face, that powder is just sitting on top of the skin. My oils are coming in a slight bit. Like my skin just doesn't feel smooth. Especially, I use products that you guys know I love and work so well. I know this is a finishing powder, but we're going to use it as a setting powder because it is supposed to blur. I didn't see a lot of the blurring. I think midday it did blur a little bit. That's like your skin warming up, taking a lot of time. Typically, a setting powder should set and blur immediately, or even a finishing powder. So this is just a no. You don't see a lot of creasing, but I don't like that this darkness, you've been able to see it the whole day. The formula of the powder is very thin, so it does go well underneath the under eyes, especially because it doesn't have any glowy particles. But you guys know I love Milani. Milani does great makeup. This was just a fail to me. If you do have this though, if you're planning on getting it, I think something that will help is if you set with setting powder first and then use this like a finishing powder. Well, technically it is a finishing powder. So this would be perfect once you set your skin to give you like a nice little veil. But I mean, it's not necessary. It's not something that you like need in your makeup routine, you know? And by the way, like I don't look gastada, but if I turn to the side, I do. We're like halfway gastada today. I hope this video wasn't all over the place, but I was looking a hot mess today. So yes, let me know your thoughts. Are you planning on getting this? Have you gotten it? What are your thoughts? And I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.